I asked Google how long EV chargers should last. See you in a bit.
Alright, see you later.
See ya. And from my experience, it's wrong. If you look online, all the evidence suggests that these chargers should last between 10 and 15 years. It's not the case. I install and replace these things every single day, and I have done for 6 years. And so far my experience is that they normally don't live past 3 or 4 years, normally just after warranty. There's several factors that contribute to this, and this is a faulty Zappi. I'm not picking on Zappi, this is across the board. The older model, obviously. This one also has been poorly installed. Quick run through with this job. With this charger, I got asked to come out to fault find a bit. I tested it through and it was fine, and then my customer asked me to relocate it, which I'd done, relocated it. Then I'd done a software update and then it died. The screen went, nothing would work, game over. 4 years, just outside warranty. Not my install though, some poor things happened on this job. Now I do want to stress, this isn't like an anti-EV video at all. It's just something that I see time and time again, and I'm just being honest with you. This one's been wired in just twin and earth, and they've used a Harvey to pick up the CT clamp remotely. And I've tried to make a few improvements. You'll see there's loads of like mastic around here. See all of that? That's because I didn't use a stuffing gland. So I made the effort to improve it. It died anyway. But because of the way that this has been installed with just a twin and earth, oh, I need a more powerful drill. This has been installed with just a twin and earth. This is a detached garage, and they've used a sub-main board, which is why they've used a CT thing, and it was tripping out originally because the load balancing wasn't set up right. God, all the screws are snapping. Oh no. I'm not going to stand here and just say that this is a cheap job and they've had a bodge job done, because I just don't know any of those facts. I'm here just trying to help now and sort it out. But because of the way it's being installed with that wireless CT clamp, I'm limited to installing a Zappi again, because not many chargers have the wireless load curtailment, which is definitely required here because it's a detached garage with a sub-main board. So I'm very limited, and they've got a solar system set up and they just wanted another Zappi. So here we are. And I appreciate that homeowners expect one thing. And a few years later, you could be hit with a failed charger and a big bill. And normally it's just out of warranty. So if you're spending a lot of money on getting an EV charger installed, I think you deserve to know what's involved, what can fail, and take a little bit of advice from me, from someone who deals with this every single day. And I'm going to give you some invaluable advice at the end of this video. If you look online, most of the literature that you will see will tell you that these things should last between 10 and 15 years. Again, I'm not picking on this brand. This just happens to be the one that I'm dealing with today. And on paper, that sounds reasonable. This thing is just fixed to the wall, no moving parts. People assume it's like any other thing, like a boiler. But there's a big difference between how things are designed to last, the way they're installed, and the conditions that they're in, and how it actually performs when it's been livened up outside and left for years. Theory and reality don't always match up. You've just got to see the weather that I'm working in today to see what these things are putting up with. My experience in the real world, depending on where you live and how they've been installed, come on. Ugh. A lot of these haven't lived past 3 or 4 years. Technology has moved on though, and 3 or 4 years ago, things were built differently. So the products that you buy now may last longer because they've gone through this painful process of breaking. So what I'm telling you today is not that the charger that you buy today is only going to last 3 or 4 years. I don't know that. But we've done this transition from dumb chargers to these smart chargers, and it all sort of kind of went a little bit wrong. And I don't think it's anything to do with the cable or the actual build of the unit itself. It's what's inside that fails. The pattern's always the same. Client rings up because the charger stopped working. There's a fault light on. The app won't connect anymore. And when you dig into it, it's just out of warranty. Some companies do help with this. Through experience, I know that My Energy, for example, if it's just out of warranty, they will let you buy another charger at a discounted rate. This is not like a special deal thing that I'm telling you exists. This is what I've had with clients before. So I don't know if they are one-offs, but that has happened. And that's what's frustrating about this whole situation. Us as installers don't know how long they're going to last. We're only going on the documents and what we're told by the manufacturers. And that's all the information that we can pass on to you, the customer. But generally, what I have found is that most of the time it's the internal electronics that have failed. Most companies don't want to send you any replacement parts for that, which effectively makes the unit scrap and you have to buy another one. If we compare what's going on inside this charger compared to the old one, there's a lot more going on clearly. So more upgrades have clearly happened. So hopefully this one will last a little bit longer. But the other side to that is, because there's more going on in here, is there more to go wrong also? Who knows? Mobile phone.
How are you? Jim?
No mate, I'm just recording a YouTube video.
Looking buff the other day. I saw you. I was thinking someone's been working out.
Yeah mate, getting hench boy.
You are. Look at you. Look at you. I was thinking that's dedication, high protein. Mate, you're looking good.
Thank you mate, appreciate you. How are you? Having connected to Wi-Fi, the apps, all the load balancing stuff and the updates is great when it all works. But if I'm honest with you, every new smart feature that gets added is just another extra feature which could fail. I've got this set on a low torque setting before you moan about me using a drill to do these up. I'll torque it up in a second. This is the point that I really want people to understand. A lot of EV chargers on the market come with this 3-year warranty. And I do see so many fail just after that. And again, I know these are like products from 3 or 4 years ago, so that doesn't necessarily represent what chargers are made like now. Please bear that in mind. But at that point, the customer is stuck. Normally parts can't be replaced and it results in a new charger, which means labour costs again, because regulations keep changing in our industry, don't they? So things that you could have done 3 or 4 years ago, you may now need to make upgrades on the supply to the charger, which upsets the customer once again. Then you have additional paperwork to do, and all of a sudden it becomes very expensive. And people do not expect these costs when they buy an electric car, buy an EV charger, to have to keep paying for it and buy them every 3 or 4 years. So this is my advice to you. I genuinely do not think that you should buy an EV charger unless it has at least a 5-year warranty on it. If a manufacturer is confident in their product, they're going to back it. Warranty length tells a story on its own. If you are a customer looking for an EV charger, if I put myself in your shoes, this is what I'd look for when I'm looking to buy an EV charger to charge my car. Minimum 5-year warranty, non-negotiable. UK-based customer support and technical support, non-negotiable. And before you even buy an EV charger, it might be worth calling up a technical line to see if they even answer. Because as installers, we know some of these companies, the technical help, they just don't answer the phone. And what happens is when a charger fails, they tend to call the installer rather than the manufacturer. All we can do is call the technical support, because if there's power to the unit, what else is going on, we can't really see. But technical can, remotely. So you need to call technical to see what's wrong with your charger before you really call the installer back to carry out repairs, replacements, or anything else. So bear that in mind. And I would choose probably a charger that's been around for quite a while and not a new one on the block. At least then they've tried and tested their systems, and hopefully they've sorted out all the niggles in their products. I would rather spend a little bit more money on a charger that has a good warranty backing, like the Simpson & Partners. Anderson, I think, comes with a 9-year warranty now. That's a pretty good bet. So despite clever marketing of some of these manufacturers, do your homework, get some recommendations, spend a little bit more money and look for that warranty, because it's going to save you money in the long run if you don't just cut your costs back and buy a cheap charger. Think about it. It's the same as everything else that you buy. Pay a little bit more at the beginning and it might save you money later on. This is my new testing bag if you're interested. I'm getting so wet here. The Velocity BP22 is quite a big bag, but it's the only bag that I've had that fits all my test equipment in it, my Brother printer, my EV adapter, and although a little snug, my Dialogue MFT. I have a video out on this if you're interested, a full review on it. I'll leave that in the description below. Good tester so far, but long term, I'll do another video in about 6 months and let you know what it's really like. But it's great for testing EV chargers. If you want to know more about this bag, also let me know in the comments and I'll do like a proper review and show you everything about it. This has this awesome auto test sequence in it. So all you have to do to test one of these is turn it on, select EV, and it's got this whole sequence it runs through, does everything. Push test and just wait. Bit of running around to do now, resetting the RCD. And the results, I don't know how this is going to come out on the camera, but it looks like that. Everything's there, it's great. EV chargers should last for years, but in the real world, so far, I have found that they just haven't. If you've had one fail just out of warranty, let me know in the comments below, and what charger you've had this experience with. I'm genuinely interested to see how common this is. I'm all done here. I'm going to the gym. Have a nice day. See you on the next one. Oh, subscribe to my channel.